What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode and happy new year to all you guys. This is Trading to Team of the Year Hybrid episode 6, and we start off this episode pretty much the same as the last episode by an Akin Thieves. He's the player that I focused on. I picked this one up for 2.3, put him up for 4.7k just because of his formation, and it's crazy. Some of these players are worth double in their formation, especially, you know, in a really popular one: 4-4-2, 4-4-3, 4-1-2-1-2. As you can see, there's some nice ones here. A 4-3-2-1 sells for 2.6k, and a bad formation sells for 2.4k. But it shows you the difference, because I actually do sell the other Akin Thief for 4.7. So the difference between some formations is pretty crazy, you know, 2+k from a 4-3-2-1 to a 4-4-2. It's just mental sometimes. But yeah, definitely pay attention to what they are in every position. I would write a notepad from every position currently, and do check it hourly, you know, a couple hours every day, because the market is always changing. This Marine, we have a 6.8 bid on it. Someone didn't bin it for 100 coins more, which is crazy. I don't understand people who do that. We also sold a random bronze player as well. Pick up another Akin Thief, and this is kind of like the focused area I've been on, but you start noticing a little bit of a change. I put this one up for 2.3, but I pick him up for 1.6k. Akin Thief is getting more expensive, and as you can see there, I couldn't get that one for 1.5k, and I just think the market is getting a little bit dry. When it's dry, I think it's probably best time to move on, and I'm going to do that pretty soon. We picked this George up for 350, going to put him up for 950 coins. Hopefully he'll sell for that. And also a Patrick Van Aanholt, we picked him up for 350 coins. And I think I put him up for around 1.1k, which will be a nice, tidy profit on this silver player that we only paid 350 for, and that's the typical silver, you know, 250 maximum, and then just, you know, sense a good player and bid up from there. This Akin Thief was 2.3k, I think I sold him for. So that's not too bad, but you can see the prices are, you know, getting a little bit lower and getting more expensive to buy. And when it's cutting into my profits, I definitely, as I said earlier, I think I should move on soon. I put this one up for 2.3. I pick him up for 1.6k, and that's not a crazy profit. I mean, profit's profit, but I like a little bit more from these players. So Patrick Van Aanholt eventually sells for 1.1k. I think he took 1 or 2 tries to sell him. Not 100% sure. As you can see, some of those bronzes yet to sell, but eventually Marco Marine sells the converted CDM version in a 4-2-3-1 for 6.9k, and that's a great profit. I think I make 2 or 3k profit after tax on him. Converted players are my area, and that's an area you are going to see a whole lot in this trading series. But before then, I like focusing on players, and this is definitely what I'm going to do. Lee Broxham sold for 200 coins, I think it was, but he does get discarded or change formation, one of those two. John Joe O'Toole, and that's a name and a half, sells for 150 coins. Leroy George sells for 950 coins. Akin Thief sold for 2.3k. I think that's Kittner as well. I want to say who's next to him, and he sells for 200 coins as well. So that's pretty much after this player, Mashal Al-Matari, I want to say his name is. I probably butchered that, but all the bronze players that I got from my starter pack are finally sold. We pick up this Casano converted 4-4-2 Cam for 1.7k, and we hope to get just under 3k for him. That'll be a decent little profit from him. Another converted player. It doesn't have to always be cams to centre mid. You can get one wingers. You can get also centre forwards to cams. That's a good area to look. A Bravo I picked up from left wing for 3k, going to put him up for 3.7. Kind of overestimated his price. It was more of a gamble, and that's a bad, you know, that's bad trading on my part. But this is the player I'm going to focus on. I found that I bought a couple of them, made nice profits from him. I picked this one up for 2.4, put him up for 3.5k, and as you can see, I won a load of these Dedes. I put them up at, you know, I went to bid on them at different prices, and I didn't want them all to be the same, because that is so easy to tell that someone's trying to not price fix, but price lock everyone they're trying to buy and just make a mass, you know, killing on this one player. If you see 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, you're gonna twig that it's someone doing that. So I kind of like change it up a bit, you know, 1.8, 1.5, 1.6, so it doesn't look like it's the same person bidding. I picked out this Dede for 2.1 as an example, and sell them for over 3k, and that's pretty much all these ones sell for, somewhere between 3k to 3.6k. I put all of these up for. I picked this one up for 1.5k, and you can get some nice bargains on bad formation players. Not a lot of them want them, but they still hold a decent price. But just know the player that you're going to focus on. Like I did with Akinfeev, know your players' prices in every position. I have a notepad and I checked it regularly. Every time I was going to trade with him, I check his current prices in every formation that, you know, that matters. You know, all the 4-backs, a 3-5-2, everything else, the 3s and a 5 that are not a 3-5-2, I just basically class as bad formation. So that'll be the lowest bin, whatever is at the time. But as I said before, you know, formations can differ, and a 4-3-3 Dede, for example, can be double what any of these other ones, like a 4-2-2, a 4-5-1 could be. So definitely be on the lookout for the more expensive formations. They're great to trade with. Pick this one up for 2k, put them up for just 3.5k, and that is pretty much the carbon copy of these Dedes. I think I had like 6 or 7. I can't even remember how many Dedes I had here. It was so many, and this is the player I'm focusing on for a little bit. Akinfeev got a little bit stale. I wanted to move on, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to freshen things up regularly, trade different areas, and hopefully it'll be more enjoyable for you. It's not just going to be sticking to informed trading. I want to try something different with this trading series, you know, go for different leagues and different styles, and obviously go to areas that I like as well. This one for 2.4, going to put him up for 3.4, and that's the last of them. We're at 30k already, and that's without these ones selling, so I think we can make 50+k if they do all sell. It'd be much appreciated if you would give this a like, subscribe to my channel, check out my previous videos. Also as well, check out the links in the description, and I will see you next time. Peace.